Today, I am going to share my 3-day water fast experience. The experience and results can be different from people to people, but I think it could be interesting for you to hear my story. When I kicked off my fast, it took about 2 days before I stopped being totally hungry. There were moments where I really had to fight myself to walk away from the kitchen, and at points, I almost felt angry about volunteering for this mission. By day 2, it was like a switch flipped. Something started to kick in. I started to crave food less and less as the day progressed. Food started to feel almost foreign to me. I started to be okay with it, and that's when I was able to get the strength to push through. After the 3rd day, I weighed myself and lost about 6 pounds. I felt better, had more energy, and also got a confidence boost from it. Even though the overall results are pretty clear to see, there's still a little bit more I want to point out about this fast. Before and after water fast. The biggest thing that I noticed after doing a water fast wasn't the weight loss. Rather, it was the more subtle changes that my body went through during the fast and how it changed the way I live. Before the water fast, I like to think of myself as fairly health conscious, but I still had a lot of issues I needed to address when I first started my fast. Here were some of the bigger ones that I had: bowel issues. Maybe it's because I'm no longer 20, or maybe it was just a bad diet. Either way, regularity was an issue. Cravings. Did you ever randomly wake up at 2 a.m. with a strong craving for ice cream or nachos? No. Okay, that was just a regular occurrence in my life before. Brain fog. I couldn't concentrate as well as I once could. Lethargy. I was beginning to suspect that my diet was making it hard for me to stay awake. I didn't want to do anything but snuggle up in bed and sleep. How did I feel during the water fast? I'll start off by talking a little more about my mental state first. During the fast, I had 1 day of serious mental struggle and 2 days of relative comfort. By the end of the 3rd day, I actually had to fight myself in order to start eating again. Wild, isn't it? In terms of physical symptoms, the one issue I really had, aside from hunger, was the urge to pee every hour or so. I really couldn't stay too far away from the bathroom. Overall, it was surprisingly not that bad. Once I finished the fast, all of the issues I listed above changed for the better. In fact, I also got a couple of other perks along the way, too. Here's what my body was like after the fast: regularity. Bathroom trips were no longer a problem. The water flushed my system out during day 2, and I was regular ever since. Greater interest in healthy food. I no longer craved greasy, sugary foods. My palate changed to favor foods that were lighter, healthier, and fresher. To a point, I started to view food as fuel rather than food. Better focus and energy. Don't ask me why, but going on that water fast made my body snap to attention. I was on point throughout my workdays following the experiment. A smaller stomach. Try as I might, I couldn't eat the same large quantities of food I once was used to eating. That water fast shrunk my stomach. Water cravings. Rather than craving soda, I started to be more interested in drinking water after the fast. This was a welcome change and made it easy to pick up good habits. Another major change that happened dealt with my mindset. I felt accomplished for sticking to the fast. I felt more confident in my ability to lose weight and stick to a diet. What about weight loss? The one thing that many dieters and potential fast partakers need to know is what kind of weight loss they will have after the fast. It is true that you can lose up to 6 pounds in 3 days during this fast. However, not all of the weight loss is due to fat loss. The majority of it is due to water weight loss. That being said, there is some legitimate fat loss that happens during your fast. You can expect to lose up to half a pound of fat per day. That makes it a fairly worthwhile way to kickstart a new diet. Though I did lose quite a bit of weight, around half of it came right back on when I started eating again. This is to be expected since that was water weight, and the food I eat tends to help my body absorb water. After I tried this 3-day fast, I really saw a major change in the way that my body looked and felt. Heck, I noticed a serious change in the way I saw myself. Doing this fast was a great choice for me, and I honestly can see it making a big change in the lives of others, too. That being said, this isn't something that everyone should pursue. There are risks involved, and it really does take a lot of willpower to stop eating for 3 days straight. However, if you are healthy enough to give it a try and are able to do it, then make it happen. It's a great experience. Would I do it again? Absolutely. And I intend to. The fast really wasn't as bad as I thought it would be, and it absolutely made starting my new long-term diet a breeze. It was an excellent way to kick off a new lifestyle. Thumb up if you like this video, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you would like to get notified when a new video is on. See you in the next video.